Hi everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. Today I'm still at the New York International Auto Show, and this is the 2023 Kia Telluride, a model that has been ultra popular ever since the day it debuted just a few short years ago. It has a very plush interior and comfortable ride quality. But in addition to that, one of the things I like to talk about is you can have a comfortable ride quality with shocks and suspension, but the seats may not be as comfortable. Well, that's not the case here. These are very nice form-fitting seats that offer the opportunity to be comfortable for a long period of time. So large families are definitely going to love this vehicle, not only because of the interior comfort, but also the overall interior space. For a base sticker price of $35,890, you are definitely getting a lot in the way of technology. And one good thing about it is that the safety features are not overly aggressive, as is a common trait with one of the Telluride's competitors. So let's dig into this model and see exactly what you get for that base price and beyond. Taking a look from the front end, the Telluride definitely does it for the aesthetics. Very pleasing, very nice looking. It looks modern. I like the fact that you have the nice LED daytime running lights here. Obviously, you're gonna have the headlights up here. We don't have all of that on right now, but I like the fact that, well, there you go. You can see what it looks like when the blinkers are working. It looks good, it looks cool. That's why you want to make sure you use your blinkers when you're out on the road. And that classic look with the front grille, the most recently updated, just a couple of years ago, Kia logo right there. That's one of the ways you can know whether this is a 2022 or newer. That's obviously being a 2023. But overall, the front end looks strong. It looks tough, but it's really kind of almost a disguise of what's really a nice, plush, comfortable, but highly versatile and usable vehicle. Body color on the mirror caps. We will have the turn signal indicators built in right here. And obviously power adjustable side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring built in here, and the body color door handles. Now I do like the balance of the different color combinations that we have here. We've got the gloss black, we're gonna have the roof rails up here also in gloss black, and the nice large windows. Everybody is going to be able to see out very well, even the nice large, let's see if I can get that to open, gas door right there. And if you're wondering what that is, the fire marshal requires that at these shows for obvious reasons. And coming here to the rear, we're going to have the nice large rear roof spoiler finishing things off. Obviously the body colored shark fin antenna and just the angle of the window. It really sets things off, looks very nice back here. It almost looks like it's glass right here, but that's gloss black trim is what you have right there. Let me close that off. And then the rear window wiper. I always like to see those hidden away up inside the rear roof spoilers, but obviously that's not a big deal for most people. And the classic look with the LED taillights from Kia, the rear of the vehicle looking nice and clean. You do have the exhaust tips over there on the right-hand side of the bumper, but it really just keeps things nice, clean, and simple. But one of the big questions to be answered here is, does it have enough horsepower and torque? Let's talk about what's under the hood. Here under the hood, while it is the lone engine option, it's definitely not hurting in the areas of horsepower and torque. The 3.8-liter six-cylinder engine, 291 horsepower, 262 pounds-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. MPGs range between 20 in the city and 26 out on the highway. Towing capabilities for the Telluride range between 5,000 and 5,500 pounds. And then we'll open up the rear door here that is power, by the way, on this particular trim level. And we're looking at anywhere from 21 cubic feet up to 87 cubic feet. Quite an impressive number on the cargo capacity here. And the good thing is that you can hit the buttons right here to lower those middle row seats if you want to. Let's see if I can pull these rear seats up for you just so we can show you how easy that is to do as well. Kind of hard to do one-handed, but there we go. So we'll go ahead and do this. All you're gonna do is pull on the strap right here, and then it just, well, one-handed, it's a little bit more challenging than it likely would be two-handed, but you can see what we have there anyway. We'll take a look under the floor to show you what's here. A little more cargo space. And one question that I know a lot of people may wonder about, what exactly is the size of a cubic foot? A basketball is the perfect representation. And as we work our way into the interior, well, the pleasantries don't stop. A very nice, what I'd call elegant look throughout the interior, including starting here on the door panel. Comfortable as far as the armrest goes. You can poke it with your finger like that, but it's better to go ahead and put your arm on there like that. We also have the privacy shades, if I can get that in place. Kind of hard to do one-handed, but there you go. You can see that obviously on both doors here, and not a bad thing to have. And then we're gonna have our seats right here. Obviously, you can lower these seats down flat as I showed you earlier, or we can push the button right there. They get up and out of the way. You can move these seats back and forth, by the way. In fact, let's do this. Let me just show you how far of a difference there is. So I've got that seat. It could go further forward than where it is right now. It can be easily done. There is a lever on the front. You can see that right there. That way, we can maximize space in the rear seating area for rear seat passenger legroom space. Let's hop inside and see exactly how we do. Now, the one thing I do need to do is take off my backpack. We'll throw that right up there so we have a little bit more ability to show what's here. The one thing is that the floor is a little bit high. That's at least my opinion on the matter. You do see how much of a difference in leg space I have. Here's what I can do. I can have that much leg space, or we can come all the way back. That's not too bad. All the way back, I still have plenty of space. Let's move over here to the other side where it's a little further back than what we have on the driver's side as far as how that looks. So still nice and comfortable. The only problem that I'm having is that my legs are a little bit higher than I would like for them to be. One thing you will find here that a lot of competitors don't offer are going to be the split sunroof look. You've got the larger sunroof in the rear. You've got the conventional size in the front. And we'll hop on inside here. Maybe we can drown out a little bit of that exterior noise between people talking and music playing. Obviously, you know what's here. You can control the heated and ventilated seats here in the middle. That's a nice feature. Can't really show you that right now, but there it is. That's where those controls are located. And then you're gonna have your air conditioning vents up here on the roof. Won't have anything on the rear of the center console, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Obviously, you have all of your controls up here. So if you looked inside and said, wait a minute, at that price point, you don't have rear air conditioning vents. Don't worry, you do. And you do have the rear seat pockets and connectivity in the way of a 12-volt and USB connectivity options down there on the lower portion of the rear of the center console. And then we have the armrests here. How comfortable are those? Well, they're pretty comfortable, but they could stand to probably be a little bit wider, at least for me personally. My forearms are not enormous, but you can see that, well, I don't know how well you can see that, but you can probably see the difference between that and that. So in my opinion, those should be a little bit wider. I don't know, not necessarily a big deal for the average person. It is good that there is a pass-through here for the kids to run through if somebody doesn't let them out of the back seat and they don't think to push that button on top of the seat. And for the door bin snobs in your life, if they want the larger option, they're gonna have to call shotgun or grab the remote from you as the owner and driver. But larger door bins here in the front seat area, still gonna have the soft armrests right there with the contrast stitching. And a very nice look. Like I said earlier, you do have very nice, comfortable, and form-fitting seating here. Power for the driver and the passenger. And if somebody wants to exercise 291 horsepower, there's an oh crap handle right there to grab onto for the front seat passenger. And we'll hop on in here. A very nice look. One thing I like is that at this particular angle, you can see the curvature in the screen right here. At least I hope you can. A very driver-focused setup in that respect. I like that. Everything is tilted towards the driver, the controls for the air conditioning, and all of the one-touch buttons right there. So that's always a good thing, no matter how you cut it. Then we're gonna have the nice felt-lined gloveless glove box. I'm still waiting to find some more gloves in one of these glove boxes. That's only happened once, and it was a prank from a friend. Thanks, Wesley. And then we're going to have the do have a light up here, it's just not on right now, and then you can see how messed up my hair is today. There is the vanity mirror. Had to say something sarcastic. It just wouldn't have been funny without it. I do like the fact that what is good here, not gonna make anyone unhappy, is that the sun visors do come beyond far enough back to take care of things. And there is another oh crap handle for exercising that 291 horsepower. And looking in through the driver's side door, we're not gonna see a lot of differences beyond what we saw on the passenger side, but you will have your controls for all four windows. You can control those power side view mirrors. And some of the safety features here, you can turn on and off depending on what you want to do. You have your traction control right there and so forth. And then we'll go ahead and hop inside. I do like the modern look of the instrument cluster right here. I've got to move this seat back just a little bit, but you can see a little bit of what's there. But unfortunately, again, because we're here at the New York International Auto Show, I can't really show you a whole lot of what's going on there, but I think you get the idea. A nice modern digital instrument cluster and a nice comfortable steering wheel. You can have those steering wheel mounted controls, even have a little bit of a look of elegance right there. You can kind of see the light shimmering off of the design there. And for those who are not fans of push button shifters, you're going to be happy here because obviously that is not what you have. Your more traditional shifter for the center console right here. And then you can control the temperature of your seats, as you can see here. We have ventilated and heated. That's good for those of us who live in Northwest Louisiana when we're not out at auto shows in the Northeast where it's a little bit cooler. And here you're going to have your wireless charging pad and some more connectivity options. And so overall, definitely one of the nicest on the market, but is it the ultimate in class? Tell me what you think about that down in the comments section. The Telluride has been long popular for a long time, winning awards, doing very well in sales, but is it worthy of being best in class? Tell me what you think down in the comments section and tell me why you answered the way that you did. Gotta say a special thanks to my friends here at the show for letting me have the opportunity to show you this Telluride, and a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about other vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.